top of the stairs and I'm feeling buzz. Want some silhouette and say you with the chick with the fat fatty and the ring of.
Imagine this. You're flipping through your...
Late at night, you're scrolling through your phone, the screen glowing dimly, when a headline jolts you awake. You blink, scroll again, and suddenly you're wondering, how on earth did these two Hollywood titans get caught up in a legal mess that's spiraling out of control? Ashton Kutcher, yes, that guy from that 70s show, is now firing back at scene calm Zaka. Diddy for dragging him into this chaos. From party friends to courtroom rivals, this is so much more than your typical celebrity feud. It's turning into a wild ride of alleged betrayal, broken trust, and a legal firestorm, with Ashton reportedly accusing Diddy of using his name as a smokescreen for his own mess. And it's all rooted in a scandal that's shaking Tinseltown to its core. Now let's be real. Ashton Kutcher isn't just the guy who pumped celebrities or played the charming goofball. He glowed up into a respected tech investor, a humanitarian, and a name that means business. He's more than just a pretty face with a punchline. And then there's Diddy, who took his love of music and flipped it into a billion-dollar empire. From Bad Boy Records to a global lifestyle brand, he built a hip-hop dynasty that defined a generation.
Boy, because I wanted to go against the grain. Anytime you go against the grain, they consider you like kind of bad. Nothing negative, nothing like hardcore. Just, I didn't want to be regular. I didn't want to just make records. I didn't want to just make money. I wanted to make history. That's all it's ever been about for me, making history and making music that's timeless. I mean, it's music that's gonna be around when I'm not here, when my kids ain't here. Music that is that good, and having artists and videos and things that, you know, really affect way of life in a positive way. Affect style, fashion, music.
These two met years ago, and their bromance was forged amid the glamorous mayhem of MTV and wild parties. Ashton even reminisced about it, calling their bond a part of a new rat pack. They once co-hosted a white party to raise money for charity. All laughs and flashballs, but now Diddy is embroiled in legal troubles and criminal charges. And Ashton has allegedly flipped the script, accusing his old friend of dragging him into the controversy to avoid the heat. Diddy's legal troubles are well known at this point. He is currently incarcerated at the Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center and faces serious charges of racketeering, trafficking, and transportation for adult work. He has entered a not guilty plea to all of these charges, which began when his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura sued him, alleging years of harm. The lawsuit was quickly settled, but it set the stage for something much bigger. The release of text messages that are now becoming key evidence in the trafficking case against Diddy. These texts were made public on September 18th, while Diddy was in federal court, contesting his denial of pre-trial release after being arrested and charged with trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, and transportation earlier this week. During his bail appeal, Diddy again entered not guilty pleas to all charges. Inside the courtroom, NBC reporters say Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson read aloud a message Diddy allegedly sent to Cassie Ventura after a hotel fight in 2016. She referenced security footage now public, that shows Diddy striking his ex-girlfriend in a hotel hallway. The text from Diddy at the time read, "Call me, the cops are here. I got 6 kids, yo, please call. I'm surrounded. You're going to abandon me all alone." The assistant U.S. attorney argued that the defendant knew his actions would prompt a police response, and claimed that if the music producer were released, it might intimidate witnesses and keep them from testifying. This was part of the reasoning behind denying bail once again. The text tied directly into the federal indictment, which claims that for decades, Diddy abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his desires, protect his reputation, and hide his misconduct. News reached out to representatives for Cassie and Diddy for comment, but hasn't received a response. Meanwhile, according to NBC News, Diddy's lawyer Mark Agillo claims his client is, quote, innocent and has nothing to conceal. He admitted in court that Diddy is not a perfect person, has used drugs, and is now undergoing therapy and treatment for the issues he faces. That therapy is due back in court on October 9th. Since then, more than 12 accusers have come forward, expanding the case. Through attorney Tony Busby, Diddy has also been accused of extortion and coercion during his infamous freak-offs, wild, days-long parties linked to his indictment. Authorities even raided his Miami and Los Angeles homes last year, seizing videos and tech. Still, Diddy has been repeatedly denied bail. The judges? They've made it very clear. He is a danger. Now here's where Ashton Kutcher comes back in. While Ashton's name isn't on the indictment, whispers are growing louder that Diddy is spreading it anyway, allegedly trying to deflect heat. And that's reportedly making Ashton furious, especially after everything they've been through together. It's Hollywood betrayal at its finest. Beautiful people, ugly secrets, and a party scene so chaotic you can't help but wonder, what else is being left out?
Diddy party stories, man, that was like some weird memory lane.
Ashton said that they'd chill together. Basically, they became fast friends. Their friendship felt real. But after Cassie's suit, insiders said that Ashton started pulling back. Then when that hotel footage of Diddy hitting her dropped, he and his wife, Mila, allegedly saw a monster they didn't recognize. Now, with lawsuits flying, Ashton is supposedly not happy about all this, not in the slightest. But what is he saying? He hasn't gone full megaphone. No public rant has hit the airwaves yet. But sources close to him, like those in Touch Weekly, claim that he's seriously concerned that Diddy is using their past to deflect. He's supposedly worried about getting dragged into this ugly mess. A source told In Touch that people are outraged, and they want answers. But why would Ashton be worried if he has nothing to hide? No evidence shows that Diddy has tried to drag him into this. No court documents name Ashton. But Tony's lawsuits, they hint at big names coming. Ashton's camp is firm, zero involvement. They've told TMZ, and according to them, this narrative has got to stop. They said Ashton, like everyone else in Hollywood, attended a Diddy party 20 years ago. And that's all there is to it. But if that's true, why is this hitting Ashton so hard? His rep has already weathered storms. He and Mila faced major backlash for backing Danny Masterson with letters, calling their That 70s show co-star a role model before his 30-year sentence for assault. Fans raged. They apologized. And Ashton even stepped down from his anti-child harm nonprofit, THORN, amid the heat. And now, Diddy's mess. It's round two. Another pal turned liability. Insiders say he's exasperated. In Touch reports one source saying that Ashton absolutely regrets his friendship with Diddy. Allegedly, he feels lied to, betrayed, taken for granted, and manipulated. These lawsuits, they're a beast. Tony's 120 clients claim decades of harm and abuse. Some of the alleged victims were minors. Some were given substances, and all were allegedly tied to Diddy's parties.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases.
One suit
says that a 2006 white party got dark, assault in a bathroom. But Ashton is not linked. He co-hosted in 2009 a different vibe for charity. Feds say that the freak-offs were separate, private, coercive, recorded. Not the public bashes that Ashton attended. Still, old clips, like that Hot Ones dodge, fuel speculation. Diddy party stories. Man, that was some weird memory lane, he mused coyly. But telling, allegedly, Ashton is furious that those vague nods are now ammo for Diddy to twist, dragging him into a narrative he swears he's not part of. Mila's in this too, indirectly. Rumors swirled post-Diddy arrest that her marriage to Ashton was cracking. Sources shut it down to people, ridiculous and false. She stood by him. But insiders say she's questioned what he knew. He's been spotted hiking in the not smiling for the paps. A guy allegedly stewing over a friend who's turned his name into a legal pawn. Diddy's side is a fortress. His lawyer, Mark, told TMZ that Diddy is innocent and ready to break the model for black men in court. Bail is a no-go. Prosecutors say he's tampered from jail, citing calls and texts. Over 50,000 items from raids, tapes, drives back their case. Though none show Ashton. Yet Diddy's ex-bodyguard stirred the pot on YouTube, saying Diddy taped everything, implying that stars like Ashton should worry. No proof has surfaced. But allegedly, Ashton is still not happy about any of this. The internet, a wildfire. Exes scream, Ashton's next. Some fans bet that he knew more. Others call it guilt by association. One ex-trend pegs him terrified of false claims. Another defends, he's clean, leave him be. No audio of Ashton raging exists, just insider leaks fueling the tale. His silence publicly, it seems to be strategic. He will cooperate if asked. But he's got nothing to hide, per the Express Tribune. So how is Ashton holding up? Hiking pics show a guy deep in thought. Not the pumped prankster, but a dad of two with Mila dodging Hollywood's mud. He's built a life beyond acting, Thorne, tech ventures. But this keeps pulling him back. Allegedly, he's blasting Diddy not just for the lawsuits, but for torching a trust that spanned decades. Sources say that he's done. No more Rat Pack, just regret. Diddy's trial is set for May. 3 weeks of feds versus his fight. Ashton has not been named. But Tony's shocking names tease keeps the heat on. What's the fallout? Ashton's career has wobbled. Danny Masterson's mess paused his shine. And this could stall it more. No feds target him. But perception is a beast. Fans are split. Some appreciate his silence. Others smell smoke. Ex-posts like "Show me your friend" sting. But his team is adamant. He's just a guy who partied once. The facts: Diddy's charged. Ashton's not. No documents tie him to crimes, just old laughs and white party flashes. Diddy is fighting from a cell. Ashton is fighting for peace. That's the scandal, unpacked. Messy, real, and still unfolding. But what do you guys think about all this? Do you think Ashton should be worried? Or is he innocent in all this? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below.